So remember how the ruthless Mongol monarch Genghis Khan once used birds and cats as covert weapons to take over large cities. We are delving deeply into this intriguing and little known strategy in this video, which is an account from out of a strategist's playbook. We'll learn about the difficulties he encountered, how he outwitted his adversaries by using these animals, and the crafty plan of action that brought him success. Introduction. Let us start by presenting Genghis Khan, who was not only a skilled warrior but also a cunning strategist who was able to think beyond the box. A sublime challenge presentation. Next, we'll examine the seemingly insurmountable difficulties he encountered when attempting to seize walled cities that would not submit. Investigation development. Next, we'll examine the brilliant strategies he used to outwit his adversaries, such as the unorthodox usage of cats and birds. Climax. Key moment. At last, we'll disclose the pivotal moment when his unorthodox strategies were effective, resulting in an unexpected and resounding triumph. Watch this space to learn the strategy behind one of the most amazing military achievements in history. Greetings from Global World. We're going to explore one of the most incredible tales in military history today. My name is Hasnain, one of the most powerful conquerors in history. Genghis Khan is frequently remembered with a shiver running down his spine. His ability to build empires was unrivaled, but his capacity for unconventional thought was what really made him unique. Discover the amazing and creative ways that Genghis Khan outwitted his adversaries and took control of fortified cities in this movie, which includes the use of birds and cats. Stay put, since this is a clever and strategic story you won't want to miss. Although Genghis Khan was no stranger to battle, as his kingdom grew, he faced a formidable obstacle that even his enormous forces found difficult to overcome: fortified cities. These cities had strong defenses, including high walls, substantial moats, and well-trained soldiers capable of withstanding protracted sieges. Traditional strategies such as direct attacks or protracted sieges might be expensive and time-consuming, depleting his forces and supplies over months. However, Genghis Khan was an expert in non-traditional combat. He was aware that in order to quickly take over these cities, he would require ingenuity rather than just physical force. The question was obvious: how could he get past these impenetrable barriers without sacrificing a great deal of soldiers or time? This was not merely a contest of brute force, rather, the winner would be determined by cunning and strategy. Genghis Khan understood that in order to defeat his adversaries, he needed to think like them, predict their moves, and launch unexpected attacks. He needed a plan that would overcome the defenders' resistance, subdue them, and result in triumph with the fewest possible casualties. This was an enormous challenge he had to overcome, and it inspired him to come up with one of the most unexpected and brilliant strategies in military history. What he devised was nothing short of remarkable, employing the animals that lie inside the city walls as tools of conquest. Genghis Khan realized that using sheer force to take over strongly fortified towns would not be sufficient. His brilliance was in his capacity to adjust, create, and make use of every resource available to him, regardless of how unusual. This is where the narrative takes an unexpected turn. Being a perceptive observer of his environment, Genghis Khan was aware that psychological warfare might be just as effective as physical force. He came upon a city that was well defended and unresponsive to his typical strategies during one of his campaigns. The defenders, sure of their abilities to hold out against the Mongol army, were ready for a protracted siege. However, Genghis Khan had different intentions. He discovered that the city's citizens were largely reliant on their pets, cats, and birds in particular, which were not just necessities for everyday survival, but also a significant source of dependency. Genghis Khan came up with a scheme to take advantage of this attachment in a move that was as crafty as it was brutal. He offered the city's officials a deal via a message, saying that if they submitted, he would spare their lives and leave the city unharmed. There was a catch, though. He insisted on receiving a certain quantity of city-dwelling cats and birds. The leaders of the city granted this request since they felt they had gotten away with it because it seemed so strange and innocent. They were unaware that Genghis Khan had no intention of just holding these creatures for a pet. Rather, he gave his soldiers orders to fasten little bits of fabric dipped in oil to the cats and birds' tails. Then at dusk, the animals were released and the oil-soaked linens caught fire as they naturally made their way back inside the city walls. It was a disastrous outcome. Fearful animals fanned the flames over the city, igniting houses and other structures from within. The disarray and mayhem brought about by the fires rendered the city's defenses ineffective. Genghis Khan's army easily stormed the walls because the defenders were caught off guard and concentrated on preventing their city from burning down. This strategy revealed Genghis Khan's grasp of psychology and human nature in addition to showcasing his ability to think creatively. He was aware that he could easily defeat them and crush their spirit by using the exact things that made the city comfortable against them. This story demonstrates Genghis Khan's unmatched strategic acumen and goes beyond being a story of cunning combat. It says volumes about his intelligence and strategic thinking that he was able to create one of the greatest empires in history. This was a really clever use of animals, and it had a lasting imprint on history as well as his opponents. As Genghis Khan's warriors discreetly carried out the plan, the night remained still. Now burdened with their burning loads, the birds and cats were sent out into the night and took an instinctive flight back to the shelter of their houses inside the city walls. The events that ensued were nothing short of chaotic. Little flames that were affixed to the animals swiftly expanded into fierce fires that moved from building to building and house to house. The once impenetrable city was completely destroyed by fire in a matter of minutes. As the defenders hurried to put out the fires, fear raced through the streets. Their entire attention was diverted into preserving their families, houses, and means of subsistence. Genghis Khan's army moved during this confused and desperate moment. His troops easily overran the walls and faced little opposition as a result of the city's defenses being undermined and the defenders being diverted. Using animals had quickly changed the tide of the siege. What appeared to be an insurmountable task was suddenly an expeditious and resounding triumph. It had a significant psychological effect on Genghis Khan's adversaries in general as well as the city's residents. Quickly spreading word of this unorthodox strategy made other cities fearful of what the Mongol king would do next. In addition to securing the city for Genghis Khan, this pivotal moment showed how effective his capacity to improvise and adapt in the face of difficulty was. Not only was the use of cats and birds a cunning ploy, but it was also a brilliant strategic move that demonstrated his unmatched psychic comprehension of both human nature and combat. These kinds of strategies enabled Genghis Khan to establish one of the biggest empires the world has ever seen. This is an inspiring and fascinating tale that never gets old. The brilliant employment of birds and cats as weapons by Genghis Khan during his campaign demonstrates the strength of his strategic thinking. This unorthodox strategy not only changed the outcome of the conflict but also cemented his status as a brilliant conqueror whose cunning influenced the path of history.